every time I press, this little thing shows up on the side and then automatically turns off the camera. Okay, I think it's good now. Guess you're gonna have to deal with me being shirtless for this video because I don't want to find a shirt. I'm too lazy to find one. So, yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Hopefully that's not like partial nudity because of that weird YouTube guidelines or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys a story about me and my sister, which I was gonna have her here for this video, but she's sleeping and whatever, she already made a video about it. So I guess I'll do it myself, and this is my view of what happened, so it's kind of biased or whatever, but okay. So a few weeks back, or a week ago, I can't remember, we were going to the store to get pumpkins because we like to frickin' bake those things. Not like bake the pumpkins, but the pumpkin seeds. Addicted to it. We had like 6 outside and they're getting really gross. So our plan was to just go to Walmart, get the pumpkins, come back and eat them, you know, bake them and stuff. Okay, so we get in the car, and this is like a very small town, as I've said before, and not too many streetlights, but I mean there's like enough or whatever. And so we take this road down to Walmart, and it's kind of a not really a dirt road, but it leads to a dirt road on the right, and then the left is the road to Walmart, to the highway. So we're driving, and it's pretty dark. There's no streetlights, as I said, on that road, except for way down by the highway. And then all of a sudden, she slows down the car, and I'm like thinking, what are you doing? And her headlights, my sister's headlights, come across this guy, and he's doing this at the side of the road. I'm like, oh, freaking you idiot. What are you thinking? Because for one, you're not supposed to pick up hitchhikers, and 2, it was creepy and dark outside, and it was a man, and not that, like, just gender stereotypes, but it was a little creepy. So we stop, and I can't remember if she rolls down her window or if I roll down mine, but she asks him what he needs, and he said his car or truck broke down somewhere and he needed a ride to Casey's, which was like 3 minutes away. And she doesn't want to say no because she's a nice person, but I wouldn't even stopped in the first place. So he gets in the car, and I'm like, oh god. I'm like, I don't even know what to think at this point because it's a creepy man. He's old, but he can still probably kill someone. And he was saying, or I asked him how long he was out there, and he said about 30 minutes, and I wondered how he got there because apparently he lived across town, which we figured out later, or I think he lived across town, but it was like, what the crap? So he was just thanking us for picking him up, and we drove, and it was a little quiet, and Lakin, my sister, was taking the highway, which I was like, thank god, if he tries to kill us, then at least we'll be in public. We drive down the highway and go to Casey's. Like I said, it was like 3 minutes there to get there. Stop at Casey's, and he's like, oh, I actually need to be dropped off somewhere else at this funeral home, which was by the square. And I was like, oh god. Of course, she didn't say no, so we parked at Casey's, and he said he was gonna get cigarettes or something. Earlier, I'm pretty sure he said his truck was at Casey's too, the one that was broken down. So we were really confused, and we sat there while he went in, and immediately we started talking to each other. We were both freaking out. We didn't want to drive away because we're too nice for that. We already picked him up. He didn't get cigarettes. I don't know what he got. He just got a bunch of stuff. And there was a guy next to us where we're parked. I was trying to be kind of loud, but obviously he didn't really know that. I don't know what I was doing. I just wanted someone to notice that there was a freaking creeper in our car. That guy drives away, and the guy comes out of the store that we picked up, and he opens the back door of the car, and he's like, it's just me, guys, it's okay. And I was like, oh my god, he's gonna kill us, he's gonna freaking kill us. And before he got in the car, my sister told me that she forgot her knife, of all times, at the house, so we were kind of defenseless. And I was freaking out. She was texting her boyfriend, and I was messaging people. Actually, I just messaged one of my friends from Canada, but not like she could help or anything, but, and then I also messaged, another guy, but other than that, I didn't say much. I kept my phone on just in case, and I just told her to take the highway in case he tries anything. So we drive through there, and then he leans up and asks me my name, and I didn't know what to say, so I just shortened my name to the nickname that people call me by, and he was telling us a story about him being an orphan, and he's like, don't you guys know about that? I'm like, no. And so he's just talking about how he got taken away from his family or something. I don't even know, but he smelled like cigarettes, and my sister said he did smell like alcohol, but I don't know, I was too busy frickin' leaning over in the front seat of the car freaking out because I thought he was gonna frickin' knife me, but he didn't, thank God, because I'm still here. And so we head to the funeral home, but then he says, oh, never mind, take a left here. I'm freaking out. I was like, oh God, this is not where he said he wanted to go. And this road that he wanted to go down was dark as F. There was no streetlights, it was just pitch black, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna frickin' just murder us right here. And so my sister was like, her voice was shaky, and she's like, okay. And she drives, and he's like, oh, it's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you guys. He kept saying that the whole time, which, I mean, is pretty scary anyways. So we drive down this road, and he says, oh, keep going, keep going. And we're like, oh my God. I was ready to kill him. Okay, I probably shouldn't say that. I was ready to attack. I was pretty terrified, and what else would you have to do? I was just preparing myself if he's gonna frickin', I don't know, do something to us. I was ready to, like in my stick, like look at this stick. I'm not gonna be able to do anything, I'm 5'2". So I was ready and to just falcon punch him or something. But we drive down the road and we stop there, and he just like, oh, thank you, and he gets out and walks away. I'm like, and me and my sister were just freaking out the whole time. We did go back and talk to the people at Casey's and tried to see what he bought and who the crap he was, if they knew anything. Of course they didn't, but apparently the lady that worked there said we should probably call the cops because the last person that came in there was wanted for murder, so that's interesting. We did call the cops, and of course we came home, and my sister was freaking out the whole time, and I get why she did it, but I wouldn't have stopped for a creeper by the road, and I just cringe thinking about it because you don't really realize how good life is until you pick up a hitchhiker and then you think you're gonna get killed. So that's always interesting. Yeah, I thought I would tell that story. We survived, and she won't be doing it again, and I never would have done that in the first place. So thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions or anything video related, just ask and I will do them. Yeah. So, see ya, people.